Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Double G here. This is episode 9 in the series we're doing on the Elm Creek map. So last month we started off in March. We checked on the chickens. They still had plenty of food for another month or two. So the barley wasn't ready to harvest. And we checked on the grass. It was ready to harvest, but I wanted to progress another month in hopes that letting the grass grow would give us a better yield. Not quite sure if that worked or not. But in April, we cut and baled all of our grass. We wound up with 31 bales. Again, there was nothing left to do after that, so we progressed into May. The chickens still had food, but they had filled up the spawn point for the eggs. So we bought a trailer and used the truck to load up all the full pallets of eggs. So that's where we're at now. First things first, let's feed the dog. Thank God I don't have to pay for that food. Or do I? I don't think I do. Our silage bales are at 85%, so we can't sell those quite yet. Some of them in the field out there that we wrapped first may be further along, but I still don't think they would be done. Barley's looking good, just waiting for it to be ready. And the chickens are basically in the same state we left them. We loaded up all the full bales using universal auto loader. I think I can move, I can move this pallet with it not being full. So I just want to move it back in the spawn point to see if it can accept more eggs or if it's just shot once it's been disturbed. So we'll leave that there. Also notice that if you just point at the chicken coop, it'll tell you in the bottom right hand corner the vital stats. It tells us we have 360 chickens. It says their health is 100 and how much food we have. They've been doing about 1,800 liters per month, so we're good to progress into the next month. But if we have to go beyond next month for the barley, we'll have to get chicken food. So I think we should progress into June, and then we'll take a look at everything. June may be a month that is optimal price to sell something. That didn't work. Sleeping is not currently possible. Okay, why is sleeping not currently possible? That's kind of crazy. Okay, very weird. Tell me when I can sleep. Looks like there was no rain overnight. There normally is. Question number 1, the barley does not look ready. And it's not. Let's look at the map. Yep, it's definitely the last growth stage, but not this month. It doesn't look like, unless it crosses over later. So we can take a look at that. We have the silage should be good to go, and it is. Take a look at the chart for silage. It's currently getting 478 at the animal dealer, and this is June. July and August are the bottom. There's really only about $120 spread per 1,000 liters though. I mean, it's not worth waiting until January. We sell it now, or we need to wait till September. I think we're going to go ahead and sell it this episode, or this in-game day. The canola is Where's the canola? Straight up canola. No, it's not canola we have. It's soybeans. Soybeans, they're at the height. Oh yeah, it's time to sell them. 35.80. It looks like it's a sell day for us. Where are the eggs at? Eggs are at 37.62 at the fast food restaurant. 72 at the farmer's market. Eggs. Yeah, we sell them now, or we wait till October. I say we sell everything. We sell it all. Yep. That's the deal. So we're definitely going to sell the silage today. The soybeans that we have. Did we get more eggs? We did get more eggs. That pallet's not quite full. So, absolutely. Alright, let's get in the Massey Ferguson and we'll go to the store and we'll get a bale stacker trailer. Alright, so we're at the store. Going to look at the bale loader trailers. And it's this one right here. We already have about $9,000 in leasing costs from all the equipment to get the grass cut and the bales wrapped. Let's do 24 bales. It's the same trailer we've used before to lease it. $2,500. Good Lord. Alright, well, gotta have it. So that brings our total to about $11,500 for what we've leased in order to get the silage. So we'll consider that when we are figuring out how much money we've actually made. But we can get this back to the farm and get our bales loaded. It'll take 2 trips. If we fill it up completely with 24, then there'll be another trip of 7. It's an expensive trailer, but in my opinion worth its weight in gold. We will own one, probably the square bale version, because I ultimately want a square baler. So I think when we're buying all of our silage and baling equipment, it's all going to be based around the square bales, just as a preference. But we'll have to use this one this time because we used the most inexpensive baler we could get our hands on, which was round. We'll get them loaded up. Start bringing in the cash. We'll get all these in the front first. Hopefully by next month, well, we'll have to be harvesting the barley next month because we must have planted it in October, not September. Because typically if you plant it in the second available month, you'll harvest it in the second available month. So I'm just still a little shocked at the number of bales we got. Don't want to hit the dog. Grab this bale. I think there's one more. Oh! In this front yard. Was there one behind the silo? There was not. There is one in the corner though. And then we can loop around to the back side. Whoa, don't want to hit my truck. I might have hit my truck. Trying to avoid the trees. Going ahead and hold that up too. Alright. Oh, run, deer. Made it out of there. We can unfold this again. I'm not sure if I can fertilize this grass. Let's look. The map for soil composition. It's showing as only fertilized once. And I'm wondering if I could just use solid fertilizer to fertilize it a second time. I should be able to, in order to maximize my yield for the next time. So we can look at that. I know the parts that are not considered arable land, like the margins around the fields, they're not going to take the fertilizer anyway. But we might as well get the max that we can out of each grass field. So this should be a pretty good payday. We're up to 15 bales. So many. They look like little marshmallows. Kind of makes me want hot chocolate, if only it were not the absolute middle of summer in the south right now. So that's 20. Seems like a whole lot of zigzagging at the moment. One more. We will just check and see again where the best sell point was for silage. It is at the animal dealer, a place we are familiar with. So we'll get these over to the animal dealer. We've been there before, and we will see how much the first full load is worth. Alright, so we're pulling up at the animal dealer here. Now this full load of bales is not going to be worth what the full loads of bales were from the silage contract. It will be the same as the first load from the silage contract, but we don't exactly know how much that was worth because it went to satisfying the contract. Because the first load on the contract was all 125 centimeter bales. But after that, we had switched it to 150 centimeter bales. Get backed up in here really good, so hopefully we'll get all in one number. Alright, tail of the tape. And the money's going up if we did not get it in one number. Tough to say. 26, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Well, let's see. We started the episode with 35, and we're up to 74. So that was about $40,000 worth of silage. Now we have spent $1150 getting to this point in leased equipment, or $11,500, sorry. So we're $30,000 profit at this point. Oh, come on, arm, fold back up. There you go. All right, so we'll head back. We'll get the remaining 7 bales, bring those in, and then we should have a good idea. So we made it back to the farmer's market. We're going to sell these 7 bales, so just under a third of a full load, and we got $40,000 for the last load. So these may cover our leasing costs. Tough to say. So if we unload these, 12,000. That did cover our leasing costs with $700 to spare. And the first load was $40,000, so we profited $40,000 off of the silage. Not too bad. We're up to $86,500 in the bank. I'll take that every day of the week. We're almost getting to an amount of money where we may be able to afford another field. But we still have the soybeans and the eggs to sell. However, we will need to get more food for the chickens to last them until next month. So when we get back to the farm, we'll check that out, see where we need to sell the soybeans and sell those, and then grab a bag or 2 of chicken food. And I'm okay if I actually buy a little more chicken food than I need, because I'm not entirely confident that our barley crop is going to be enough to last the chickens for an entire year. Because my math currently is showing that they're going to take, well, at least with wheat, they took about 24,000 liters for 12 months. Maybe just under. And I think once we do the barley, we will probably plant wheat for the next chicken food crop. Actually, we have to return this trailer first. I didn't think about that. So we'll return the trailer. We'll come back to the farm. We'll load up the soybeans and check out where the best place is to sell them. So we've returned the bale loader trailer, and it started to rain, but that's really not going to affect us because we're not harvesting anything. We're going to back up to the trailer here, and we're going to, it won't let us fill. Am I not under the pipe enough? Let's get lined up a little better. There you go. Start filling our soybeans. 48.89. All right, and the best place to sell them currently is at back to the farmer's market. Oh, that's the farmer's market. Before we were going to the animal dealer. Okay. So we'll head over to the farmer's market. Seems like everywhere we're going is traveling in the same direction here lately. Well, seeing as how there's no real new scenery to see, we'll see you guys at the farmer's market. And we've made it to the farmer's market in the rain. We'll just go around back to the sell point. Should be in the dump grate just here. The pit. And we'll see what we got. So we're at 86.5. And we're gonna get to 104.3. 17,799. Right on. And we still have eggs to sell today. But the chickens also need some food. Actually, let's check while we're here. If we look at the animal tab, yeah, 1,400 liters. They'll probably eat 18. We'll get a couple bags just to be safe. Oh, yeah, come zooming around the corner. Not that I looked or anything. Really can't be mad at them. So the next thing on the list to do is to go over to the store, and I think we'll buy a couple bags. Like I said, I'm not concerned. I would be appalled if I got 25,000 liters of barley out of the crops that I have in the ground now. After we feed the chickens, we'll be able to sell the eggs and see what our new basically budget is. There's not much more for us to sell short of the straw bales that we'll get after we harvest the barley. We will have to look into maybe getting a baler this time, just because of, I mean, we can't continue to lease. If we have the money, we should at least be buying some of the equipment so that in the future we're not continually having to lease everything. Plus there's no inherent value in leasing things because, I mean, we don't have any more assets, no more equipment, and the whole point is to build up value in the farm. It's pretty slow going to get over to the farmer's market. I mean, to the store. Oh, looking out the window, that wasn't good. Change it up a little. It's a reasonably nice tractor. It even has AC. I don't know how long the rain is supposed to last, but we're not going to be harvesting today. To my knowledge, the only time the rain can affect you is a reduced yield on harvest. If our barley would ever hurry up. Hurry up, barley! That doesn't do any good. We know it's going to be ready next month. So it appears as though the bakery, the farm store, and the fast food restaurant will all accept eggs. It's just going to boil down to who has the best price. It's raining cats and dogs. Kind of surprised the game didn't have me turn on the wipers, but you know, there's only so much functionality that you can program into some of these things. Alright, enough rambling. We're at the store. Finally. Okay, and we will buy some chicken food. We'll just grab a couple big bags, load them into the trailer. At least we have the money to buy chicken food. Things could be worse. And there it is. I'm loving the way the bags shrink down as they empty. We still have some seed here, and I want to say that's herbicide in the liquid pallet. So just for giggles and fun, I think we'll stay in first person and go feed the chickens. At least our farm's not on the opposite end of the map from the store. That would be horrible. We'll see if I can even get close to the chicken food silo in first person. That would be a really nice field to have, and it's just next door. And I'm kind of wondering, if you buy the property, can you sell the house? That would be a bit of a moneymaker. I know I could sell the farmhouse on my own property, but then where would I live? I guess it all depends on if the farmhouse is on the property you buy or if it's kind of blocked out. So we're back with some food. Oh, this is not gonna end well, I have a feeling. Alright. Oh, that was the wrong way. You have to think backwards when you're backing up. Oi. So hard to see. Can I see anything in my mirrors? Not a lot. Just have to watch and see what the trailer's doing. We're in good shape, I think. We're off to the side. Oh, the trailer's starting to skew a little on me. Something's not happening right. Oh yeah, I was too far over. Alright, we'll just get it done. Okay. Alright, so that's the silage sold, the soybeans sold, and the chickens with enough food to make it till next month. We'll go look and see if the chickens have filled up that that second pallet. They haven't yet, but that's the beauty of time warp. So we'll just speed up time. Hopefully we'll get the rain to stop. And the rain has stopped. Are we going to fill up the pallet? I mean, we're going to sell everything we've got anyway. There it goes. And maybe another half hour. Dude, come on. I know you're going to do it. Let's go. All right. Back it down. Same drill as before. Going forward. Thank you. There you go. So we're up to 7 pallets of eggs. The best place for them to sell is fast food restaurant. At least it's somewhere new. Let's tag it. Look at the map. Oh, directly across the street. You gotta love that. Could not have asked for a closer place to sell. Maybe the gas station. Of course, I don't know if I would trust eggs out of a gas station. No offense to gas stations. There you go. Well, apparently we sold 1 stack. Let's try this. Kind of an odd. Oh, it's almost like a drive-through. Okay. Without a backside to it. We'll do it this way. And they're going. Oh yeah, the money's rolling in. A lot. Holy moly. $36,000 in eggs. Eggs and silage. Way to be. Come on, guy. Alright. Well, I'll take that. That is very good. Very, very good. I can leave this trailer just here next to the barn. Just gonna have to stay outside for the moment. Park the truck. I might be able to back the trailer in there, but it's not anything I want to try. The only other thing I have left for June is to look at these grass fields. If they're not ready to harvest, I would like to try to put more fertilizer on them. And they are, I think we're too late. We're not going to cut them yet. Heck, we just sold the silage that we got off of them the first time. So, yeah, I don't think, well, I guess it's worth a shot. I doubt it, though. It's going to be tough. I think you'd have to roll it. And fertilizer might not even work on grass anyway. Well, it did the first time, so let's grab our fertilizer spreader and see if we can fertilize it. The general rule is you can't fertilize after it's ready to harvest. But we're going to have a little experiment here. It's changing the ground color. And if we look at the map, oh yeah, yes sir. Get this fertilized. for sure. I should have enough. I only have these 2 pieces here. Right on. It's just going to increase our yield on the next cut because it's clearly worth taking care of from the amount of money that we made earlier. We're up $100,000 in this episode or thereabouts. So definitely worth taking care of the grass fields. Eventually these fields will be converted into something else, maybe even livestock yards. What's in this field? Just out of curiosity. Sunflowers. There's sunflowers in this field. And what has been planted over in this little tiny field? Nothing yet. Okay, this could be a potential buy. Alright, let's get this put away. We can progress into July when surely our barley will be ready and we can get that harvested so we have more chicken food. This is the beauty of having all your fields close, especially to start. You don't have to go a long distance to get a lot done. We definitely should look into storage options now too. Alright. So we'll park this bad boy. Progress into July. Please don't be raining tomorrow. I've got barley to harvest. Well, it rained overnight, and did it clear up? Oh, it's raining. Bugger. What's the forecast look like? Forecast is, oh, it's just rain for another hour or so. Clear for the rest of the day. Alright, well, we can sleep in a little until it quits raining. Go ahead and start getting the combine ready. Oh, it's done raining. Definitely don't want to take a hit on our harvest yield just because of the rain. Alright. Let's get this guy going. See, I need the trailer to be flipped around though so I can pick up the header. That's odd. Just pull it down here where we have a little more room to work. We won't need to use the trailer to cart the goods because it's all going in the silo. So Oh, I did it backwards. Oh, I ran into my wash tub. Alright, now we can get to it. So our ultimate goal would be 25,000 liters. Seriously doubt we're going to get 25,000 liters. But we'll see what we do get. So we definitely have a swath enabled. We're going to unfold. Lower the header. Turn it on. See what we get. I mean, we've prepared the crop for the highest yield possible. Oh, maybe I didn't have swath enabled. Okay, now we do. And we don't have a need for the straw yet, other than to sell it. There's no sense in not baling it and selling it. We're going to need a baler anyway. We should own one. Such a tight space, I just feel like reversing out would be about the best way to go about it for here. I'm actually kind of thankful that I did accidentally plant barley in the half of the grass field. Looks like we're going to need all we can get. Something we may want to look into as well is seeing if there's a field for sale that we can afford that has barley or another chicken food crop in it. Alright, so the first little piece of a field gave us 2,400 liters, 28% of a combine. So I'll do a time lapse, get the rest of it harvested, and we'll see what our final number looks like. Alright, so we had 2 full loads, which is 17,000 liters, plus another 2,657 liters. I'm just going to dump this straight into the chicken coop so that we don't have to cart any food over here. In the next episode, I think we'll be good to go ahead and fill the chickens up. We can look for possibly another field which has a chicken food crop in it. I think we're currently just on the verge of having enough food for the year. We'll also be able to bale up the straw and sell it. Maybe we can buy a baler this time. We'll just have to see. I did have the mishap where I actually dropped my header in the yard. It's just a matter of hitting the wrong button, but luckily we were able to get it reattached. And then we'll also have to look at turning these fields around with a crop that we can plant at this time of year. Let's just get this parked back in the barn. Up. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, take care.